Ever wondered how to read body language to protect yourself from potential danger? It's a skill that's more crucial than you might think. Understanding body language, the unspoken dialogue that reveals intentions and emotions, can be a game changer in daily life. It's like having a secret weapon that can help you navigate through a world full of unknowns. Particularly in self-defense, deciphering body language can provide you with those vital few seconds to react, to escape, or to prepare. It's not about paranoia, but about preparedness. Being able to interpret a person's movements, gestures, and posture can give you a sense of what they're thinking and feeling, and in turn, what they might do next. This brings us to the concept of situational awareness, the practice of being mindful of your environment and understanding the potential threats that may be present. It's a crucial part of staying safe and avoiding dangerous situations. Remember, knowledge is the first step to safety. So, how do you spot aggressive body language before it's too late? Well, understanding aggressive body language is the key to predicting potential threats. One of the most common signs is clenched fists. This is a primal response, indicating that the person is preparing to strike. It's a clear sign of hostility and aggression. Next, pay attention to the person's posture. A tense posture, with shoulders hunched and arms crossed, can signal aggression. This stance is often adopted as a means of making oneself appear larger and more intimidating. It's a classic sign of someone who's on the defensive and might be preparing for a physical altercation. Also, look out for excessive direct eye contact. While maintaining eye contact is a normal part of communication, an intense, unwavering stare can indicate aggression. It's a way of asserting dominance and can be a warning sign of impending hostility. Another sign to look out for is the person's facial expression. A scowl or a grimace can signal aggression. These expressions are often accompanied by furrowed brows, tightened lips, and flared nostrils, all signs that the person is angry and potentially dangerous. It's also important to note that aggressive body language is often accompanied by aggressive speech patterns. This could include raised voices, rapid speech, or interrupting and talking over others. These signs are clear indicators that the person is agitated and could become violent. Remember, these signs alone don't guarantee that a person is about to become violent. They are indicators, not certainties. It's essential to consider the context and other factors. For instance, a person might clench their fists when they're anxious or excited, not necessarily when they're aggressive. However, if you observe a combination of these signs, especially in a tense or confrontational situation, it's a strong indication of potential aggression. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Always keep in mind that your safety is the priority. Avoid escalating the situation. If possible, remove yourself from the scene or seek help. When you spot these signs, it's time to be alert and cautious. On the flip side, defensive body language can also be a warning sign. Now let's delve into the realm of defensive body language. This is a type of non-verbal communication that individuals resort to when they feel threatened or uncomfortable. It's important to understand these cues, as they can quickly escalate into aggression if not appropriately managed. Firstly, crossed arms. This is a universal sign of defensiveness. It's as if the person is subconsciously trying to shield themselves from an external threat. If you notice someone suddenly crossing their arms during a conversation, it might be an indication that they're feeling uneasy or defensive. Secondly, avoidance of eye contact. This is another common defensive body language sign. When people feel threatened or uncomfortable, they often avoid making direct eye contact. This could be because they're trying to hide something or they're simply feeling vulnerable. Next, let's talk about physical barriers. Have you ever noticed someone placing an object between themselves and another person during a conversation? This could be a coffee cup, a bag, or even a chair. This is a subtle sign that the person might be feeling defensive. They are, in essence, creating a physical barrier to protect themselves. Now, why is it crucial to understand these defensive body language signs? Well, they could indicate that the person is feeling threatened or uncomfortable. And if they're feeling this way, there's a chance that they could react aggressively, especially if they feel cornered or provoked. Recognizing these signs can help you navigate potentially volatile situations. If you notice someone exhibiting defensive body language, it might be wise to give them some space, change the topic of conversation, or even exit the situation altogether. Remember, the goal here isn't to escalate the situation, but to diffuse it. So keep an eye out for these signs: crossed arms, avoidance of eye contact, and the creation of physical barriers. They're subtle cues, but they can speak volumes about a person's state of mind. Recognizing defensive behavior helps you steer clear of potentially dangerous situations. But reading body language is only part of the puzzle. Situational awareness is equally important. Situational awareness, in essence, is being conscious of your environment and understanding of the implications of what's happening around you. It's a key component of self-defense, and it's not just about being alert, but being proactive. It's about recognizing potential threats before they escalate and taking the necessary steps to avoid them. Imagine you're walking down a street. You might be aware of the buildings, the cars, the people, but are you really taking it all in? Are you noticing the person who has been behind you for several blocks, or the car that's been idling at the corner? These could be completely innocent, or they could be potential threats. That's where situational awareness comes in. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared. It's about understanding your environment and knowing what to do if something goes wrong. For example, knowing the exits in a building can make all the difference in an emergency, or being aware of the people around you can help you spot someone who might be behaving suspiciously. Situational awareness also extends to understanding the behavior of others. If you've been paying attention to our discussion on body language, you'll know that people often give off signals about their intentions. In a potentially dangerous situation, these signals can be critical. Remember, situational awareness is not about living in fear. It's about living with an understanding of your surroundings and the potential risks that may be present. It's about making smarter decisions based on the information available to you. And it's something that can be practiced and improved. Start by being more aware of your surroundings. You notice the details. Look for anything out of the ordinary. Pay attention to the behavior of the people around you. The more you practice, the better you'll become at recognizing potential threats. Situational awareness is your first line of defense against potential threats. It's a tool that can help you avoid dangerous situations and protect yourself. So remember, stay alert, stay aware, and stay safe. So you've recognized the signs. Now what? In life, knowledge is power. Understanding body language and situational awareness is the first step, but knowing how to react is equally crucial. Let's talk about some practical tips for protecting yourself when potential danger is detected. Firstly, maintain a safe distance. This is your personal space, your safety bubble. Keeping a gap between yourself and the potential threat minimizes the chances of a surprise attack. It's like a buffer zone that gives you time to react if the situation escalates. Remember, the further you are, the safer you'll be. Secondly, always be aware of your surroundings. Know your exits. If you sense danger, don't hesitate to leave. It's not about being a hero, it's about being smart. Your safety is your top priority. And if you can't exit immediately, position yourself closer to the exit. This way, when the opportunity arises, you can make your escape. Thirdly, don't be afraid to seek help. If you feel threatened, make others around you aware of the situation. In a public place, attracting attention can often deter potential aggressors. Use your voice. Make a scene if you have to. There's strength in numbers, and often the mere presence of others can be enough to deter a potential threat. Lastly, trust your instincts. They're your built-in survival mechanism. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Don't second-guess yourself. Trust your gut and act accordingly. These tips might seem simple, but they're effective. They're about giving you the upper hand, the control, in potentially dangerous situations. It's not about fighting back or becoming a martial arts expert overnight. It's about avoidance, about staying safe. Remember, the goal is to avoid danger, not confront it. By recognizing the signs, maintaining distance, being aware of your surroundings, seeking help when necessary, and trusting your instincts, you can significantly increase your chances of staying safe in potentially dangerous situations. You have the knowledge. Now it's time to use it. So, let's recap what we've learned today. We started with an introduction to the vast world of body language, highlighting how it can serve as a silent yet powerful communicator. We then moved on to recognizing aggressive body language, understanding that it's often the first warning sign of a potential threat. Next, we delved into defensive body language, a crucial tool for diffusing tense situations. We emphasized the importance of situational awareness, a skill that allows you to assess your environment and identify any potential dangers. This is a skill that comes with practice, and it's essential to hone it for your safety. We also shared practical tips for protection, reminding you that avoidance is always the best form of self-defense. We stressed the importance of staying vigilant, aware, and prepared. With these skills in your arsenal, you'll be better equipped to protect yourself from potential danger. Stay safe out there.